Not in jeopardy of Buck and Bob calling something.
The Chicago Cubs lead the National League in quality starts. Some people love the stat, some people hate the stat, but more often than any other team in the National League, they've had their starting pitcher go 6 or more runs and allow 3 earned runs or fewer. Now, Dempster could be in that situation. Depends what happens to him if he gives up a run the rest of the way. But even when the Cubs get a quality start, they don't have a quality winning percentage. There goes the runner. Throw down, the tag, got him this time.
Exact same play, the exact same pitch, exact same throw. A little better tag and probably not as great a jump, but really close play at second base. Just fractions of a second.
That's our theme tonight. Brendan Ryan thinks he was a fraction of a second safe, and he might have a case.
Might have been. You know, Oral, they say that the sprinter, the world-class sprinter who runs a 100-meter dash doesn't get in full speed until he runs 40 meters. So the base runner is never running full speed. So the key is you run as fast as you can after you start and make sure that your finish is as good as it could be. Here's Lopez swinging, missing.
1-2 on the Cardinal third baseman, 0-for-2 with a walk tonight. Dempster will battle. Been a durable guy. Former closer for the Cubs. Saved 85 games between 2005 2007. A two-time All-Star, once with the Cubs 2 years ago, once with the Marlins 10 years ago.
You know, people might be wondering why, with a tie game, is Ryan stealing there? Why doesn't Tony put on the hit and run or a bunt to get him over for sure for the middle of the lineup? It's all about time and space. Tony knows the time that Dempster takes to throw to the plate. He knows the time it takes Soto to get the ball to second base, and he was just calculating that Ryan would get there before the throw. That time's usually a little more than 3.3 seconds, by the way. To be safe.
Pops him up in foul territory. Ramirez with room. 2 down.
You know, Dan, you talk about the conversion of Ryan Dempster from reliever to starter. That same year, he started the glove wiggle when he's in his windup. And the reason he does the glove wiggle is because he doesn't want to give away his pitches. The pitch that he developed that year in 2008 was the split finger. And when he went into the glove for the split finger grip, it would change the width of his glove so that the hitter could not see the width of his glove change and his wrist going into the glove. He started to do the wiggle. So he gave it away with his wrist, and he also gave it away with the width of the glove on what pitch was coming. So he decided to start wiggling the glove so the hitter couldn't pick that up, because the glove stayed narrow on the fastball and it got wider on the split, and they also could see his wrist changing. So now he does the whole twisting action so the hitter doesn't know the difference between the fastball grip and the split finger grip.
Ludwig flares one off the end of the bat into right field, a base hit. If you were his pitching coach, you say fine. If it works for you, it's fine by me.
So many different ways that you want to hide things from the batter. They look at your grip. I always wore long sleeves so they couldn't see my wrist bones. Even when it was 100 degrees in St. Louis or here in Chicago, long sleeves, I don't want them to see my forearm, because the angle of your forearm going into the glove can even give away your pitches.
And amazingly, Dan, before the game, Earl and I were talking to Dempster about that, and Earl said, well, why just start wiggling? He says, well, you know, Tyler Colvin was in the cage 3 years ago when he was an invitee. He saw me giving away my pitches. I couldn't allow that to happen. Thank God he was in camp with a strike one call to Albert on pitch away.
Pujols homered his last time up off Dempster. Sean Marshall is up in the pen. What an outstanding season the left-hander has had in relief.
Albert's really looking in right now. He's even opened up his stance more than it was earlier in the game. He's cheating inside, Earl, knowing that it's either going to be a slider off or the fastball in off, and I think he's going to try to deposit another one on that fastball in.
And the thinking there is, I beat him on a fastball away. He's going to have to come in sooner or later.
To left field. Soriano makes the catch.
This is what I use every day. It's dependable. It's very economical. I believe as long as I take care of her, she'll take care of me. And I trust my Toyota.
While the reliability of a Toyota may last, the amazing deals and great selection won't during Toyota's National Clearance Event.
And now lease a 2010 Corolla with 0 down and 0 drive-off for just $199 a month. And ask your Toyota sales associate about the college grad rebate program going on now.
Toyota, reliability to move you forward.
A little energy with the Andersons. They live in American.
Kids, no running in the store. House.
Where did they get all that energy?
Not from you.
They've got more energy than all these appliances use.
That's because American has an unmatched selection of Energy Star appliances. Now get 10 to 20% off all Energy Star appliances. All the big brands. Save up to 20%.
We really are the green choice.
Makes our big box neighbors green with envy.
American. Bring it home.
World Series of Poker is back. New season. New shows every Tuesday.
He's running lucky.
The World Series of Poker. Tuesday at 8 on ESPN.
Numbers game.
She's sweet. She's sour.
Lemon drop.
Absolute Vodka presents Lemon Drop. Sweet never hurts so good. Lemon Drop. See the film at lemondropmovie.com.
Dozens of different ways to handle whatever life throws at it. No matter which life you're living today. The award-winning Nissan Rogue, now with up to $2,500 total customer savings.
Tied at 3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th here at Wrigley Field in Chicago. MLB.TV. Baseball everywhere. Get over 100 live out-of-market games per week in HD quality, where available on your computer. Visit MLB.TV for details. Ryan Theriot leads it off against Chris Carpenter. The Cardinals on the season 54 and 44 in a virtual tie with the Cincinnati Reds atop the National League Central. The Reds lost today to Houston. So the Reds are 55 and 45. Cardinals percentage points ahead. Cubs 9 back right now. Lou Piniella yesterday said, and this is an actual full sentence, not splicing or taking anything away. He said, you know, 9 games is a lot, but it's really not that much.
Okay, Yogi.
Bunted foul, 2-2, and he felt, I think, Bobby, you mentioned it earlier, that if they can get it down to 4 or 5 by the middle of August, you never know.
Lou's been there before. He knows that this is the type of the season where if your team gets hot and the other one's not, you're right in the thick of it come the end of August and September, and you're playing games that are meaningful, and that's what Lou wants to do for this ownership, for this fandom, and for himself in the last year of his managerial career.
Slow bouncer to short. Ryan on to first. Theriot retired, 1 down. Let's check in with Ryan Burr back in the studio. Baseball Tonight updates.
Thanks so much, Dan. Checking in on the Angels and the Rangers, and the hot night for Josh Hamilton continues. 3 for 3 with 3 RBI, numbers 72, 73, and 74 for Hamilton. And right now the Rangers looking good, up 6-3, bottom of the 7th.
I'll tell you, if he's not careful, he's going to win himself an MVP this year. The way that he's hitting and the way the Rangers are playing.
Or maybe a triple crown if he gets that batting average up.
Mike Fontenot comes up as a pinch hitter for Ryan Dempster. Fontenot at the beginning of the season, the starting second baseman, lost his job when Castro was called up, and Theriot moved from short to second. So Dempster winds up going 7 innings and giving up 3 runs tonight. back, 1-2. For both of these pitchers, I don't know if at any point tonight, Earl, you could say either one of them was really cruising through the game. This has been a battle all night long for both guys.
They have made adjustments. They were on the beam, off the beam, but they did what veteran, strong pitchers do, and they never gave in.
Dempster almost gave in with that last fly ball to Albert, but the wind helped him out.
Yes, he did. Like one of those high ones again, blew it back and saved him a couple runs.
Let's see, 13 base runners allowed by Dempster through his 7 innings. There have been some double plays. There have been some runners thrown out. So both teams have had a lot of base runners, but haven't really made the most of those chances. There's strike 3, 2 down. Third strikeout for Carpenter.
And the curveball has worked on the backdoor side to left-handers, but that same area pitch to right-handers is on the inside part of the plate and has caused some trouble.
Well, Chris Carpenter starts on the left side of the rubber, and so when you do that as a right-handed pitcher, K-Zone has that as a ball. Bob Davidson a little more liberal on that strike call. Chris Carpenter appreciating compared to when they went nose to nose a little bit over another pitch call.
But from that left side of the rubber, that ball does cross the strike zone on its way back into the strike zone.
It's a little easier from the left side of the rubber to throw that backdoor curveball to lefties. And that's kind of the break he has on his curveball tonight. But to righties, he's just not being able to finish it and pull it down through to have it end up low and away to righties.
Tyler Colvin, a 1 for 3. Has homered in each of the first 2 games of this series, both times in the first inning. Singled in the first inning tonight, has struck out twice since.
The story you told about Tyler Colvin helping Ryan Dempster with the glove wiggle because he could pick up his split finger compared to his fastball. That tells me that this young man is going to be able to repeat an awful lot. How intelligent he is, how much courage he has as a rookie, you know, invitee to spring training as a young player just to be exposed to the big leaguers. And they're saying, you know, Mr. Dempster, sir, can I mention something to you? I see a difference in your grips. I think you'll give away your pitches.
Comes up empty on the curveball. The inning is over. That is the first 3-up, 3-down inning for Chris Carpenter tonight. We're at the end of 7, a tied at 3. Dempster's done. Holiday will lead it off against Marshall.
Here's the thing. You love a ton of food but hate blowing money. Taco Bell's $5 box. Cue Angel music. A bacon-tastic bacon club chalupa, bean burrito, crunchy taco, cinnamon twists, and a medium soda, all for just $5. Boom!
Remember the penny test? My granddad used to tell me that if the tread covered Abe's head, you were good to go. Now I'm told the tread is supposed to cover George's head. Inflation, I suppose. Here's some good news, though. Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealers are having a big tire sale. So big, in fact, that after months of market research, they've decided to call it the Big Tire Sale.
Buy 4 tires, get a $100 cash rebate and the low price tire guarantee.
It's simple, really. Buy a few of those, save a bunch of these.
The Rockies run down the length of America like a backbone. And for almost 140 years now, that's where we've brewed our Coors Banquet beer, using only Rocky Mountain water and the best high country barley. That's something we refuse to change. And that's what having a backbone is all about. Coors, the banquet beer.
These hands aren't just the takers of pictures or the creators of videos. They're the makers of art. So go ahead, make art. Pro quality, point-and-shoot simplicity, HD video, all in one. The Olympus Pen.
In baseball, fireballers become great legends. Pitchers who light up the crowd and the radar gun. Now, rookie Steven Strasburg has ignited the return of precision and power, sparking a fever pitch wherever he goes.
There's a mystique about the flamethrower.
And whenever he throws.
Steven Strasburg, 14 strikeouts, including 7 in a row.
This is beyond heat. This is beyond baseball.
ESPN Sunday Night Baseball is presented by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. And in part by Verizon. The signal is yours. Wield it to transmit anything you want. Verizon.
Top of the 8th at a 3-3 tie here at Wrigley Field between the Cardinals and Cubs. Welcome back to Wrigley. New pitcher now for the Chicago Cubs, and a guy who has been as good as any reliever around, really. Sean Marshall making his 52nd appearance, 6-2, an ERA of 1.78. Matt Holliday chops one back toward the mound. 1 pitch, 1 out. Marshall has given up only 1 run in his last 17 appearances coming into this one tonight. Now, there's more baseball coming your way tomorrow and Wednesday. First, it's ESPN's Monday Night Baseball at 7 Eastern. Miguel Cabrera and the Tigers are down in St. Petersburg to take on Evan Longoria and the Rays. And then more Cardinals. Albert Pujols and the Cards are at Citi Field to tangle with the Mets Wednesday night at 7 Eastern. Both games also available on ESPN3.com. John Jay looks at his strike. Jay, a 3-time All-American at the University of Miami. As a rookie, he is 1 for 3 tonight, tripled and scored back in the 2nd. Well, Sean Marshall came up as a guy mostly as a starter and bounced back and forth a little bit. Rotation, bullpen, had better success in the pen, and he's not your typical lefty specialist. He's facing all comers out there right now.
He's the type of guy I think could be a starter, and Ted Lilly happens to get traded. Carlos Silva not here next year. The 2011 rotation with the Cubs. You may see someone like Sean Marshall be asked like Ryan Dempster was. There's Carlos Silva. You might see him asked like Ryan Dempster in 2008 to move from the bullpen to the rotation. Equally tough righties and lefties, below 200 this year. He said he would be ready for both, but he likes this role he's in right now, and who wouldn't with the success he's having.
Right center field, long run, Bird. He almost overran it, but he makes the catch.
Jay has hit 3 balls into right center within 20 feet of each other, all on different pitches, all with a perfect swing. He's a very good-looking player. First time that I'm seeing him at the plate. He has a lot of moving parts, but sees the center of the ball very well. Plays a shallow center field and seems to get most everything except for that one Terrio line drive that cost a couple runs for his team.
So 2 down, and the batter is Skip Schumacher. Breaking ball for a strike.
It has been an eventful evening for Marlon Byrd in center field.
A base hit. Schumacher 3 for 3 with a walk tonight.
Well, he's had balls in front of him and balls over his head that haven't carried and balls over his head that have carried, and it's all about the height of the ball tonight here at Wrigley Field. The high ones are getting knocked down by the wind. The low ones are actually being carried by the wind, because Bobby, we talked about that swirling wind. If it's low enough, it hits the stands and shoots out, and if it's high enough, the swirling winds don't affect it. They get knocked down with the wind blowing off the lake. And he has had a look of disbelief in his eyes even after he's caught some balls out there.
A strike taken by Yadier Molina. Busy, productive night for Marlon Byrd. Molina 0 for 2 and intentionally walked his last time up. Schumacher at first, 5 steals on the season. The count 0-2. Sean Marshall, Bobby, has thrown 10 pitches, all of them strikes.
They have very good movement on him. You know, he's topping out at 90, but it has a cutter on that 90. Has a little two-seamer too. It's a guy who pitches from the third base side of the rubber that really creates angle with his size and his direction.
Jason Mott, you saw up in the Cardinal pen. Chris Carpenter is in the on-deck circle right now. So this could go either way, depending on whether Molina extends the inning or makes the last out of the inning.
So Marshall hadn't thrown a ball yet. Pretty good strike percentage.
Really high.
Yeah.
Triple digits.
Base hit. Schumacher stops at second, and now Carpenter's going to be called back.
How can they do this to him? Last time he was up in the situation, he got a hit.
Weren't they watching?
I'll tell you what, as a starting pitcher, you know you're coming up. This could happen. You have enough gas. You want to get a win. You want to keep pitching. You put all the marketing out there you can. You talk to your pitching coach.
You're
I'm ready. I'm okay.
You got one more inning?
Yeah.
Okay, next time we'll bat to ninth.
Aaron Miles, a former Cub, will come up as a pinch hitter.
You got a point, Bobby, because if he was batting ninth right here, there would be no pinch hitter, and you might get another inning out of your ace right-hander, even if they go ahead if the hit was here.
Oh, you're following that drift, aren't you?
I didn't want to leave it at one little three-word comment.
Sorry.
80% of communication is tone and body language, and when you use only 3 words, I have to interpret everything else I'm watching up here for the viewer.
You're right. I'm Italian. You're seeing a lot more of the communication.
First year in the booth, I'm going to have to help you along here.
I got you, bro.
I think his meeting was pretty clear, actually.
Well.
0-1 the count on Miles. A switch hitter batting for the right side. Miles is 8 for 18 as a right-handed batter this year. Quickly 0-2. Marshall still hasn't thrown a ball.
Really is incredible. He's a strike throwing machine. And even his pitches that go off the plate are strikes at one time. So the right fielder shortened up here. You have Soriano playing a little deeper. We might have a play at the plate if he gets his base hit to right where he likes to hit the ball.
Biggest crowd of the season on their feet here at Wrigley, over 41,000. Fights it off, Miles does. After the first 2 outs were made quickly, Skip Schumacher with a base hit into center field, and he took second on a single to right by Yadier Molina.
Right now, as a runner at second base, you're thinking ball in the strike zone. When you see it in the strike zone, you're really taking off, knowing that it's going to be strike 3 called, or he's going to hit it to get a good jump.
Just foul up the first base line.
Yeah, he's shooting that ball to right field.
Carpenter lifted for a pinch hitter. Miles batting in his place. Mott will come in for the Cards. Just like Dempster, Carpenter battled all night long, gave up his base runners, but minimized the damage. The first ball he's thrown on the 17th pitch he's thrown.
That pitch on 0-2, the Molina, might have been a swing and a miss. Here we have a little better at bat going.
Just outside with a breaking ball.
When you have your reputation for throwing strikes, a lot of times you want to throw a ball that starts as a strike, ends up as a ball. That becomes a chase pitch because you stimulate the bat. There, a ball trying to creep its way back into a strike, you don't get the chase.
You're hoping for the call. Exactly.
Chopped to short. Out at second is Molina, and the inning is over. Marshall gets out of it. It's still tied here at Wrigley.
Building families. Building traditions. Building communities. Building lives. building what's important for more than 90 years. Chevy Silverado Half-Ton, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy and the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road.
This is Knives Chow. She loves music.
I got us a show.
Oh my gosh, when? And has a major crush on Scott Pilgrim.
Is Scott here? You know what? He just left.
Really? Rated PG-13, August 13th.
State Farm agent Carrie Maddox
loves to tell everyone how drivers can get discounts up to 40%. Your neighbors can tell you too. They're probably some of State Farm's 40 million drivers. So talk to them. Then call a State Farm agent like me.
Call her.
The after, the gratitude, the resolve, the protein to recover, the electrolytes to hydrate. Introducing new Gatorade Recover, part of the G Series.
Can I have some ice cream, please?
No, it's just for new people. Hey, chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry?
Chocolate.
Chocolate it is.
Yeah, but I'm new too.
He's new-er than you.
Even kids know it's wrong to treat new friends better than old friends. At Ally Bank, we treat all our customers fairly, with no teaser rates and no minimum deposits. It's just the right thing to do.
What's up, Stuart Scott with you. Coming up, a deal finally done, how it may change the race in the West. A racing sweep, who's kissing the bricks for the first time, and Lance says his final farewell to the Tour. It's all going down on SportsCenter after the game.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
A very entertaining, tense game continues here at Wrigley, tied at 3 going to the bottom of the 8th. And out of the Cardinal pen comes the hard-throwing right-hander, Jason Mott, who's got some very strong numbers this season. Earlier this year, retired 32 consecutive batters over a whole bunch of appearances, obviously, as a reliever, but terrific numbers. Hard fastball, hard slider. Here it comes. See if you can hit it. Starlin Castro will give it a try. 98, but way high.
He can hit a fastball. As Rudy was telling me, he's always on time for the fastball. The key to his adjustment's going to be on time for the breaking balls, which he has been earlier in this game. But I think he's going whaling.
It's a good scouting report right there.
I mean, he was on that. He was on that big boy, just a little up over his hands. Here's Rudy Jaramillo.
He loves aggressive hitters. He can tone them down. He can time them up. It's hard to get those guys that are takers to learn how to hit.
So many years as the hitting coach with the Texas Rangers. Fastball fouled back, 1-2. Look at Mott pounding his glove. He is wound up.
This young kid's not intimidated by 98. I'll tell you that. He might wail at a slider out of the zone right now, but he was right on those two 98-mile-an-hour fastballs up in the zone.
So Oral, if you're the pitcher here, are you bouncing a slider?
I'm going to throw him one around his neck, or I'm going to throw him one in the dirt, but I'm not throwing him a strike.
2-2.
It was towards his neck. That's where they were going. I thought up in the zone. Just climb that ladder probably would have been a fishing trip.
I think you're right. I do not like the fastball in when the guy is already proving he is swinging. You want one right down the middle too high or up and away too high. Self-preservation comes in when you throw the fastball into the hitter, and sometimes the first reaction is, ooh, I may not need to get out of the way so the bat doesn't swing. But if you get rid of that possibility in their head and make it high down the middle or away high or away low, they're still in swing mode. They never have to worry about getting out of the way. You start the bat and they swing and miss.
I think he's swinging, and I couldn't agree with him more. But they're coming in again.
Bouncer to third. Lopez. Pujols with a stretch, kept his foot on the bag, 1 down. With the Cardinals and the Cubs are tied at 3. The Cardinals have had not 1 but 2 runners erased at home plate tonight. Here on a wild pitch, the runner at first, Holiday broke for second. Ludwig creeping down the line. He broke for home, out easily.
Because of a fabulous play by Castro.
And how about a fabulous throw by Marlon Byrd later on in the game.
It's on a string, clears the mound, 1 clean hop to Soto. Schumacher's out at the plate.
And that's one of the reasons why we're still tied in this game. And one of the reasons why they love Marlon Byrd. What an impact he has had on the field, in the clubhouse. The everyday center fielder, an all-star. A relative bargain given today's salaries. 3 years, $15 million. They're getting all of their money's worth out of Marlon Byrd. This is a Cubs team with a huge payroll, over $140 million, and a lot of guaranteed money already locked up for next year into the same kinds of guys. Soriano, Zambrano. Derek Lee's a free agent.
But if you mix with those high-priced players, some of these talented young players at low salary, your budget can make it.
Yep.
At least Tom Ricketts' budget can make it.
Not our budget.
Not our budget.
Well, you know you're getting $41,000 a night. Rain or shine, win or lose.
They've drawn $3 million. One of the problems they're having right now is the economy here in Midwest, that people can't leave work like they used to go out to Wrigley Field. They're afraid of coming back and being fired. They're afraid of taking the time off. So there are a lot of empty seats for their day games, even though they are paid seats, and maybe everyone has those season tickets. No empty seats tonight.
I was going to say, tough to find one here tonight. Swing and a miss, full count. Mott, a converted catcher, spent his first few years in pro ball as a catcher. Didn't hit enough, and throwing 98, somebody made the right decision to put him out on the mound. Right field, Ludwig. 2 down as we check in with Ryan Burr. He's got a Sports Center right now.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Alex Rodriguez still stuck on 599 career home runs. A-Rod was 2 for 4 with 3 RBI, but left the game after getting hit by that pitch by Blake Wood. A-Rod says he's okay and will play tomorrow. Jimmy Rollins singled home the tying run in the 7th inning. That put the Phillies ahead for good against the Colorado Rockies. The Phils get the sweep and trail the Braves by 5 games in the NL East. Guys?
And the Rockies have now lost 5 in a row and starting to lose touch with some of the top teams in the National League West. San Diego won again today. Beat Pittsburgh today, and the Padres are now 58-39, the best record in the National League.
Great job, Bud Black and coaching staff and every player on that team. As Whitey Herzog said, it's not always the best team that plays, but the team that plays the best. And that's exactly what the San Diego Padres are doing this year.
The batter, Aramis Ramirez, chases that outside fastball 0-2. And here's a look at the division leaders in the National League. Atlanta lost a game off its lead today, still up by 5. The Cardinals and Reds in a dead heat atop the National League Central. And San Diego 3 up on San Francisco. The Giants are right there, both in the NL West and the wild card chase, which in the National League once again this year is a crowded race. Look at this. The Phillies creeping up in that race as they start to play better. It's going to be an interesting couple of months.
It's going to be an interesting few days getting to the end of the trade deadline, seeing what players really will make an impact.
Cubs closer Carlos Marmol is up.
I've been away from Major League Baseball for 6 years, and I think this has been a wonderfully exciting season thus far, and really looking forward to the next 2 months.
There's Bobby spending 6 years managing in Japan. Came back last year. Loved it, right? Loved everything about it?
Matter of fact, I did love it.
Yep.
I think when you spend 6 years, you probably love it. After the first 1 or 2, you realize what it's about. You stayed for 4 or 5 more.
Well, as James Taylor said, secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. And I passed some time over there and really did enjoy it.
And boy, when Orel and I talked to Bobby about some of the things that are different in Japan, the way the workouts are, the drills, the fundamentals. I mean, your eyes start glowing. You like the way that they attack the game of baseball.
They appreciate the game, and that field is a sacred place. When they come out on that field, they respect it.
Ground ball to short, and the inning is over. As the Cubs go in order through 8, tied at 3.
This is what I use every day. It's dependable. It's very economical. I believe as long as I take care of her, she'll take care of me. And I trust my Toyota.
While the reliability of a Toyota may last, the amazing deals and great selection won't during Toyota's National Clearance Event. And now lease a 2010 Corolla with 0 down and 0 drive-off for just $199 a month. And ask your Toyota sales associate about the college grad rebate program going on now. Toyota, reliability to move you forward.
Excuse us, Dr. Olson?
Yeah.
We were just wondering, what do you think of a minimally invasive surgical approach to laparoscopic Nissen fundoplication?
And do you see it playing a role in the treatment of an inguinal hernia?
Oh, good question.
That is a good question. With minimally invasive surgery, we can actually do a lot of good.
When you're a Trinity surgeon, people know you're knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. Trinity, we're the medical experts.
Want to learn how to play golf? Play with old guys. These raisins put it down the middle every time.
Hybrid, baby.
Hold this. They used to take our money, but ever since Terry here slowed down my swing, I've adjusted to a more mature game. And I'm taking back some of that cheese.
156.
Oh, yeah.
It started with 2 simple words. And now it's time to join in. Announcing the Claim Your Mazda Summer Sales Event. Enjoy the high resale value of Mazda 3, Mazda 6, the driver's alternative to Camry, or the 7-passenger Mazda CX-9. All available with 0% APR financing for 60 months, plus no monthly payments until October 2010. So why compromise? Hurry in and claim your Mazda today.
ESPN Fantasy Football. Sign up for free at ESPN.com.
ESPN Sunday Night Baseball presented by Taco Bell. Dan Schulman, Bobby Valentine, Oral Hershiser. Top of the 9th, tied at 3. The Cardinals and Cubs. The new pitcher into the game for Chicago. Their closer, Carlos Marmol, is in. A 2.72 ERA. The big number for him. Look at the strikeouts. And then look at the innings. 87 strikeouts in 46 1/3 innings. Now, he can get wild. He'll walk too many. But they have trouble putting the bat on the ball.
Already had 24 hits.
Yep. In 46 1/3. Ryan, a reasonably sharply hit ground ball, 1 pitch, 1 out for Marmol. What is it, Oral, about Marmol that gives him this outrageous strikeout total?
He hides the ball very, very well when he gets down the hill and has late rotation in his delivery. He has exceptional arm speed, and he has a very loose hand, which creates a lot of spin on the ball, so he has a lot of late movement. He really could tell the hitter what pitch is coming, and he still would be hard to hit.
Fastball for a strike to Felipe Lopez.
When he gets in trouble, he rotates too early, doesn't get down the hill. That exposes the ball to the hitter, and it makes his control worse and the ball flat. But when he's late like he is tonight, he's coming down that hill, he's getting right on top of you, and the ball explodes on you. And it doesn't have to move a lot so that you're noticing it on TV. It just has to move about an inch or two real late to get off the barrel of the bat.
And when we're talking about time and distance, remember, folks, this is getting there in 0.4 seconds of time. That fastball, 0.4 seconds, and that breaking ball was just there in 0.48 seconds. So what's the difference in time? Minuscule. Even though hitters really do have hard time timing it.
Lopez took it as he was kind of giving ground there with his front foot a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lopez is a fastball hitter and can center one if it's down the middle.
Slider down the middle, strike 3, 2 down. If Marmol keeps up his current strikeout pace, he will set a major league record for the highest strikeout per 9 innings in one season by a pitcher.
Now, the key to that pitch, why didn't he swing? The trajectory of that ball looks like it's going to be a high fastball away. Guess what it does? It drops down in the strike zone right down the middle.
Exactly.
That jelly leg joke.
Ryan Ludwig. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Albert Pujols in the on-deck circle.
You know, the hitter is standing there, and the first thing he has to do is decide if he's got a duck or if he can swing as soon as he sees that ball coming. And when he throws a pitch like that, that makes the guy at the plate just take a little longer to decide if he's going to have to duck or swing, and that really can mess up your timing.
Ripped foul, 1-2.
You know, we've talked so much over the last few weeks about Steven Strasburg of the Washington Nationals and the tools that he has brought to the big leagues and the way he has pitched. He needs a little Carlos Marmol in him.
Exactly. Too good at
Effectively wild.
Yes.
He is too good a pitcher. His ability really could intimidate people. A little Mott and a little Marmol.
It's not supposed to be comfortable when you're in that batter's box. That's what Don Drysdale always said.
Got him. What a job by Marmol. To the bottom of the ninth at Wrigley. Tied at 3.
This is 5-Hour Energy. If 5-Hour Energy were a car, it would be this. Fast, exhilarating, taking you from groggy to, oh yeah, in a hurry. This is coffee. If coffee were a car, it would be this. It'll get you where you want to go, eventually.
Hey, Pop.
Hey, Steve, want to trade?
Nope. Nice car.
5-Hour Energy. What's driving you?
Listen up, people. Volkswagen is at it again with their Autobahn for All event. It ends soon. They got great prices. Cars built for the Autobahn. People are going to be driving crazy in the Jetta, the Rutan, and the CC.
That CC is gorgeous.
That Jetta's awesome. My wife loves her new Rutan.
And they all
come with that carefree maintenance. Scheduled maintenance included. We're not shopping for cars here, people. Come on.
I am now.
It's kind of exciting.
Right now, get 0% APR on 2010 models excluding TDI, or get a great price on a certified pre-owned Volkswagen.
Let me show you how to be a top cornerback. Use those Nike Zoom Vapor Carbon Fly cleats to cover your man like shade. And use those Nike Vapor Jet gloves to bury your man in coverage. Now that you got that receiver on your island, you can keep him there for the whole game. But make sure you name your island. They call mine Revis. What's your last name?
Gilligan.
The Nike Vapor Carbon Cleat and Vapor Jet Glove at Dick's Sporting Goods. Better athlete, better team.
She's sweet.
The kittens.
She's sour.
Johnny Thunderbird. Lemon drop.
Sport. Absolute Vodka presents.
Tell me, Johnny, do you have any kitty cats?
Lemon Drop. Sweet never hurt so good. Lemon Drop. See the film at lemondropmovie.com.
Bottom of 9, tied at 3, and the wheels keep on turning here as Tony La Russa has gone to his closer. Ryan Franklin comes into the game to try to get this one into extra innings. An all-star a year ago. He's only blown 1 save this year. This obviously not a save situation, but having another very good season. Look at his control. Just 6 walks in 38 1/3.
And this is rather unconventional, Dan, to have your closer on the road come in a tie game. Mainly because the home team gets the hit twice now for every time that the visiting team hits once. It means he's got to get the Cubs out this inning and next inning if they're going to win the game after they score in the top half.
Marlon Byrd, first pitch swinging. Lopez at third, 1 down. More defensive changes for the Cardinals. It was a double switch with Colby Rasmus entering the game in center field. John Jay moves from center field to right field. Ryan Ludwig, who was the last out on the top of the 9th, is out of the game. And Franklin, the pitcher, now hitting in the 2 spot. Alfonso Soriano, 1 for 3. The last Cub hit was back in the 6th inning, and it was by Soriano. A single into right field. Soto then grounded into a double play to win that inning, and nobody's reached base since.
And that was a big play in the game because Ludwig bobbled the ball in right field, and Soriano was nowhere near making a turn around first or second. Might have been a double. If it's a double, it's not a ground ball double play, and we might have a different game right now.
Franklin painting the outside corner, jumps out in front. 0-2. Soriano's got 4 home runs in 34 career at-bats against Ryan Franklin. Just outside there. The center fielder Rasmus just moved from right center over to left center. Just took about 10 steps over toward left center field. So obviously the Cardinals were trying to position him, but he must not have heard them or been aware of it, and he just got the message as he moves over.
And they're throwing everything away, and he's moving over into left center field.
So you don't like that?
Well, maybe that's where Soriano hits the outside pitch, but that leaves an awful lot of gap in that right center field.
Rookie right-hander Brian Schlitter is now up in the Cubs pen. Fouled back. One down, nobody on. The Cubs batting in a tie game in the bottom of the 9th.
There you see that defensive alignment, and Tony is not playing prevent the doubles, which I think is a great play in this situation. He has his first baseman way off the line, his third baseman playing regularly, and the outfields have regular depth. Some managers just try to protect their butt and play no doubles in this situation, which I think is just a terrible defensive strategy.
Breaking ball lined in the left field, a base hit. And the winning run is aboard with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, they were right. Even pitching Soriano away, his hitting chart shows that he'll still pull the ball. He hooked that one in the left field, even though it was a breaking ball. Approaching down and away. Didn't get completely there, but to the outer half. You see the coiling action of Alfonso Soriano. Coils with the knee, turns the hips, and the mechanics of a ball falling in is a good smile.
There was a time in this kind of situation where he'd be an automatic on his way to second base back in the 40 steal days, but those days are gone. Yadier Molina's behind the plate.
And you see Tony giving signals. He's giving signals to Molina as to either throw over, hold the ball a little longer to break the runner's rhythm, pitch out.
The batter, Giovanni Soto. This is obviously the hold the ball a long time signal.
Yep. If you look at Alfonso Soriano's lead over there, he is not going to steal. He's barely a step and fall, not even a step and a dive.
And that's exactly why the pitcher holds the ball, just so the dugout can see what kind of lead he's getting, to see if he's going to be an aggressive base runner or not. Now we can pitch.
Getting down near the bottom of the Cubs lineup. Soto, the number 7 hitter. Ryan Theriot is on deck, and the pitcher spot after that.
See, I think Soriano's lead is wrong. I think it needs to be normal length out there where he could possibly one-way long lead, because now you got a chance to get a quick step out of Franklin, cause a bad pitch because of a rush mechanic. But a short lead like that, no. He gets the high leg kick. He's getting full motion on the mound. He is not worried about Soriano running at all. And so he gets to have a delivery that gives him more comfort and a more effective pitch.
Exactly, Earl. Playing the entire game is really important to winning the games with the little things, and that's one of the little things that's important.
A ball and a strike on Soto.
And I love the fact that he picked there, because he's used a high leg kick for the first few pitches. A runner can try and lull you to sleep with that short and then go, okay, you're going with a high leg kick, I'm going to go from this position first move. So you play the game both ways, and right now for me, Franklin is winning the give and take between Soriano.
2-1.
You know who leads the Cardinals in stolen bases? Albert Pujols. Wonder why? Plays everything.
Yep.
Plays
to
the entire game.
degree.
Yes, sir. Just so the folks aren't confused, too, Earl, the high leg kick that we're talking about is only about a 1-3, 1-3-3 time to the plate. So it's not a dead giveaway on a steal, but he has a quick step that could be initiated if Soriano was a real threat to run.
Not going. Towards right field and right at Jay for the second out. Two managers who have seen it all. Guys who knew each other as kids back in Tampa. Lou Piniella, Tony La Russa. Neither one misses a trick.
Ontario, no home runs.
Both great baseball men. I just want to throw that in there. Not that the viewing audience doesn't know that.
With no home runs up there, you would think that Soriano would take a shot.
If they want to score this inning, I think that's the chance they have to take.
Kosuke Fukudome has come out of the on-deck circle in the pitcher's spot. Should Terrio reach? Somewhat of a forgotten guy right now with the play of Tyler Colvin recently. Fukudome has become a part-time player. Rasmus has gone way back over toward right center field here with Terrio up. 0-2.
Yeah, they just moved back a couple steps in the outfield because in this situation you want them to get two hits if they're going to beat you with 2 outs. So there is a little deeper positioning in the outfield to protect against that double that could score the winning run from first base. And Orel, I think if he's going to go at all, it would have to be on a delayed steal. The fielders aren't moving towards the base at all. With Molina behind the plate, I don't think he has a shot really with this 1-3 leg kick.
The dirt bounces away from Molina, and Soriano will take second.
Just like a stolen base.
Well, the lead might not have been good, and it might have allowed Franklin to take the high leg kick, but he did a great job when he saw the ball's trajectory to be a ball in the dirt. He had a fantastic jump on this block ball.
That's when they call the secondary lead. He had that short lead, but he did get off. He was landing on his right foot as this ball passes the hitting zone, and he was off and running. There was no play at second. There's a secondary lead. See that right foot coming down and turning? That was just as the ball was in the hitting zone. He read it. He stole it. And now he is in scoring position, and the outfield has to come in.
A wild pitch charge to Franklin. A ball and 2 strikes. The count Ontario, the winning run at second base with 2 down in the bottom of the 9th as they get on their feet here at Wrigley.
So the outfield had to come in. They were playing no doubles, so you can't score from first. Now, obviously, he's on second, so they have to be close enough where they could throw him out at home plate on a base hit, but not so shallow that a normal fly ball becomes a hit over their head.
Ground ball to first. Pujols feeds Franklin. And we're going to extra innings here in Chicago. And guess who is going to lead it off for the St. Louis Cardinals when we come back? He's already homered tonight. Albert Pujols will try to do some damage in the 10th inning.
People are talking about Hyundai, and we want to know what they're saying. So we put cameras in a few of our cars. You could call it eavesdropping. We're calling it Hyundai Uncensored.
I never thought a Hyundai would be so awesome. I think they might have made me a convert.
I am shocked.
Hyundai is really stepping up their game.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet ride.
Ooh, loud at Mercy. Look at it. I feel so lame for spending the money on my Mercedes.
We couldn't have said it any better, but you might. Test drive a Hyundai today and let us know what you think.
You're the twinkle in my eye. Show me what's beneath the sky. Across a landscape far and wide. Time's
At Exxon and Mobil, we're always working to engineer smart gasoline that helps your engine run more smoothly and leave cleaner emissions. So we started at the molecular level to create gasoline that helps remove deposits and cleans up intake valves. It's just one more way we make gasoline work harder for you. Exxon and Mobil.
Professionals need to perform under pressure. And pressure can cause anyone's deodorant to fail. Introducing Gillette Odor Shield Antiperspirant. Unlike regular deodorants, it targets and neutralizes odor at the source. Help eliminate odor. Don't just cover it up. Gillette Odor Shield Antiperspirant. Also try Odor Shield technology in new body wash.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field in Chicago. We go to extra innings tonight between the Cardinals and the Cubs. A 3-3 tie. Rookie right-hander Brian Schlitter comes into the game and out for Chicago. Made his major league debut less than a month ago and has already, unfortunately for him, spent some time on the DL with some shoulder trouble, but he's come back. This is just his 4th major league appearance. If you are wondering where Andrew Cashner is, a very effective, hard-throwing reliever out of the Cubs pen, he went 2 innings yesterday, unavailable tonight. Albert Pujols. And a breaking ball for a strike.
And those who are keeping score out there, that's Cashner from the TCU Horned Frogs. Very good baseball program out in Fort Worth.
Pujols grounds one to third. Fair ball. Ramirez in time, 1 down.
Who has his best defensive outfield out there now, knowing that he's got a tie game. He's playing at home. Soriano got the hit. He's out of the game. Fukudomi's in the game in right field.
Tyler Colvin moving over to left field. Fukudomi batting in the 9 spot. And Schlitter is in Soriano's spot, the 6th spot in the order. Matt Holliday is the batter. 0 for 4.
Holliday really got hot after he had breakfast with his agent, Scott Boras. He's the guy that turned him around, so says Matt, this year. And I don't know why he waits 6 weeks to tell those $100 million players what they're doing wrong and what they should do right. But he waited about 5 or 6 weeks and straightened them out. Thank you, Scott.
Holliday on a 10-game hitting streak right now. That's in jeopardy with his 0 for 4 so far tonight. Just up and in. Close, but no. 2-1 on Holliday.
Just a little flinch of his arms. We're all moving up, kind of freezes that umpire for a second, and they get the ball call. Started by Frank Thomas, future Hall of Famer.
Down the right field line, Fukudome. Good effort. No play.
You are so right about flinches of when a ball is for a sure ball compared to when it's a close one. If you make the same flinch, it seems like you don't get the call.
Exactly. That's what he did when the ball was definitely inside.
I used to scream at Frank Thomas. No wonder you hit over 300. You got to throw in a teacup to you.
There's an 11-game hitting streak for Holliday.
Then you get the pitch away that you take a good swing at, and you're on base, ready to score. Go ahead, run.
Welcome to Wrigley Field in Chicago. Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN, presented by Taco Bell. We're in extra innings between the Cardinals and the Cubs, with the Cubs winning the first 2 games of this series. 5-0 Friday afternoon, 6-5 yesterday afternoon. And the Cardinals have struggled in extra innings. The Cubs have a .500 record in extra innings, but the Cubs have played about as many close games as any team in baseball, and in general have done very poorly in close games, although in specifically extra inning games they're 4-4. But a bad record in 1-run games. Here's John Jay. He's had some really good swings tonight. Could easily have 3 hits. As Bobby mentioned earlier, he's hit 3 balls to deep right center field. 1 for a triple, 2 caught by Marlon Byrd, who once again is in left center field.
Well,
The charts say what the charts say.
Maybe tomorrow we'll move over into right center.
Loops one into left for a base hit.
Nice at bat, Jay.
You like this guy, huh?
I like John Jay.
Yeah.
Like I say, he has a lot of movement, but he drops those hands. He gets them back up in the hitting zone and really takes a full swing every time.